Well, hey there, today I'm in the studio with Tony, and we're talking about mentoring, using the Pursue God resources. You do it in your life at the University of Oregon. I've done it in my life, in my world as well. And one of the things we've been talking about, and we want to bring in other mentors who are in training or starting to use the tools to make disciple makers, we want to talk about this tension, this paradox that discipleship is relationship on the one hand. Like, we want people to feel like we care about them, but on the other hand, there's purpose and mission behind it.
There's a goal.
Yeah, there's a goal.
Yeah.
Have you experienced this tension?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And especially being from the Northwest, where we're so afraid of I wouldn't say afraid, but we've in so many ways rejected the institution of the church. And anytime people feel this pressure of like, oh, I'm just a piece in your chessboard.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
a
will.
cog in
I'm
the
a
wheel.
cog in the wheel.
Then it feels less relational, like you don't care about me.
It's not organic.
Yeah.
It's a good Northwest word.
You guys love the organic stuff.
Yeah.
So what do? Do we just throw out mission? Did Jesus just throw out purpose? Was he just all about relationship with his disciples?
Yeah. It's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it's something that we have to feel out in our own ministries as we go out, and and so much of what we see in Scripture is just experience of Paul trying to figure it out. Like, do this because this is the situation in the Corinthian church or whatever. So I think each ministry is going to be a little bit different. But I think we do see very clearly both in Scripture. We see that call to, I came to give you life and life abundantly. That Jesus cared about his people, and he wanted his people to experience life abundantly and impart life to them so they could live in peace and joy and contentment and passion and purpose and all it may be. But there was also a goal. There was a mission, and that these 12 were intentionally invested in because they were going to carry on the mission. So I think both can coexist.
Yeah.
It's just finding that balance. And I think it starts with relationship. It always has to start with relationship.
That's right.
That people have to feel that you care.
Yeah.
And not just feel that, but that you have to genuinely care.
Yeah. You're not putting on airs.
Yeah.
Well, I think about in Jesus' life, I see in John chapters 13 through 17, where he's kind of giving his final pep talk to his disciples, that you could tell he was getting ready to leave them, and they were uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
And I love what he said in there. I think it's in chapter 15. He says, you didn't choose me. I chose you to go and bear fruit. And so much of what he was talking about in those chapters is, I love you. Everyone will know that you're my followers because you love each other. So he's talking about relationship. I'm with you. But then, you can't separate mission. Yeah. Like, he's like, I chose you to go and bear fruit. Yeah. And remember the tree that he cursed because it didn't bear fruit. Yeah. He did that for his disciples. And so I know for me, I think I lean toward mission. Yeah. Maybe because you're from Oregon, you lean toward relationship. But I think it's important to have both. Yeah. Like, disciple makers, if you're using those tools and making disciples, I hope you go into that, start with relationship and end with relationship, and have lots of relationship in the middle. Yeah. But I hope you go into that discipling relationship with the goal, because this is what Jesus wants for us, with the goal of helping that person become a disciple maker. Yeah. And I think if you don't go into that with that mindset, I think you're missing a major part of this, right?
Yeah, and something I've been challenged from you is that is part of imparting life. That we derive so much life in making disciples. Yep. And by not having that goal for someone, we're not imparting all of the life that Jesus intends for us.
That's right. We're holding something back that will give them that rich and satisfying life. Yeah. I find so much satisfaction in helping other people pursue God. Amen. And I want people to experience that same satisfaction. It's like a drug. There's nothing like it, right? And we need to offer that to people. So I know there's a paradox there, guys. If you're using those tools to mentor, you've probably seen that in your own life. There's this tension between relationship, mission, helping someone become a disciple maker. Learn to balance those. Maybe that's not even the right word. Yeah. Learn to embrace both of those things.
Yeah.
Right?
Both and.
That's what it is. Again, use those questions below. Talk about it with a mentor. Keep mentoring.